Dear Thầy, dear Sangha, it's my pleasure and honor to present you this PowerPoint, real PowerPoint. So tonight it's going to be the first part. I will talk about what we call part 1, Samatha, stopping, that I will explain. The whole two presentation is about deep looking. We practice, we observe in order to shed light on the true nature of all Dharma. Dharma written with a small d, which means all phenomena, everything. Dharma written with a big D represent the teaching of the Buddha. So I'm going to the next slide, and I don't know how to do that. Just press on the thing. Oh, here we go. Now I see it. Thank you, Sophia. Go. So in meditation, we have two aspects. One is called stopping. Stopping in order to be aware of what is going on. Stopping in order to embrace, take care of what is manifesting. And the second aspect is deep looking. Once we observe, we know what it is, we want to know more. We go to the depth of what is manifesting. And that is vipassana. And the two basic sutras that all meditation practitioners should learn about is the Anapanasati Sutra and the Satipatthana Sutta. The Anapanasati Sutra is about the 16 breathing exercises, while the Satipatthana Sutta is about the foundation of mindfulness. Both together represent the basic, the pillar of Buddhist meditation. So we have the full awareness of the breath or of any other object such as our body, our feeling, our mental activity, and the object of those mental activities. And we all aiming at the goal of focusing the mind on an object so that it is possible to see the object in all its depth. So that is a little bit of the summary of my two presentations. The first one is this time, and the next one in the future. Now, to answer the question, why do we practice mindfulness? I love using the calligraphy by Thầy. This calligraphy was a gift from Thầy in 1987. After the first retreat we had at Camp Les Sommets in Quebec. Thầy wrote at night a few calligraphy and he gave it to different members of the organizing committee. And I fall onto this one. I was so happy having that one. When I brought it home, I was excited to tell my wife and in order to put that on the wall. But my wife doesn't seem to appreciate that because she doesn't practice mindfulness at that time. And she, with my explanation soon, you will see that she thought that I am like aiming at a divorce. You will see why. So this is about the story taken in the tale of Kill. Let me go to the next one. The tale of Kill is a wonderful epic poem written by our Vietnamese scholar Nguyễn Du, we pronounce Du, in the 18th century. He was a scholar, a poet, and also an officer in the royal palace under the king. And he wrote the story of the lady Kiều. Kiều is very beautiful, talented. She can sing, she can play sitar, she can recite poems, she can paint. For a lady at that old time who had all those qualities. And she also very beautiful, according to Nguyễn Du. And Nguyễn Du, following the Confucianism and Taoism, which is the Asian culture, he promotes the theory that if you are talented and beautiful, your fate will be having tragedy. That is view. So in all the verses, it's always presenting this way. So Kiều will have to suffer because she's beautiful, she's talented, according to his view. That's called in Vietnamese tài mệnh tương đố. And he say, for example, chữ tài đi với chữ tai một vần. Tài means talent, tai means tragedy. So you see tai, but with a little difference. So the poem written a total of 3,254 verses. The whole poem describing the life of Kiều. Kiều fell in love with Kim Chok, a wonderful man with a good degree, a scholar, a good family. But her fate was that the parents do not want, and the parents are so poor that they force the marriage to someone else, high-ranking officer of the king and successful and having money. You don't go with it poor student, you go with this guy. So her life started to be really bad. And the poem, in Vietnamese, because of our accent, for example, the previous one, bây giờ gió mặt đôi ta, you see, it's very singing. Biết đâu rồi nữa chẳng là ta là, you see, it's rhyming, chim bao, bây giờ rõ mặt đôi ta, biết đâu rồi nữa chẳng là chim bao. That's always like this for the whole 3,254 verses. So this you can read the Heart of the Buddha teaching, page 65, and you will see the explanation. So Kim Chok was studying in his house to prepare for the exam. Once you succeed the exam, you become the officer of the king. So Kim Chok was very tired, almost sleeping on the table, and killed. The parent just went somewhere. So she sneaked out. She jumped the fence and she went to see Kim Chok. She fell in love with him. And Kim Chok, sleepy, dizzy, saw the beautiful lady with her step coming into the room. And he thought he was dreaming. Am I dreaming? Were that you, Kiều? And Kiều said, now that we have opportunity to see each other clearly, but if we do not live deeply this moment, it will be only a dream. That the calligraphy is about. So that's why my wife didn't like it. But finally I found someone to give. I met him at Maple Village during the retreat, and he just loved that calligraphy. So I donate to my best friend Key, with the consentment of my wife, of course. So it's important. Thầy look at the tale of Kiều under the eye of a Buddhist Zen master. So he bring in the mindfulness practice into interpreting what the poem is about. So this is, if you are not mindful, you are not present. You just miss. It's a dream. So next one. A possible answer. I think it's the answer. We practice mindfulness to be in touch with life. Since life is only present and reveals itself in the present moment, we practice mindfulness in order to be fully present in the present moment, to be in touch with whatever surrounding you, whatever inside you. That's the answer. Why do we practice mindfulness? To be in touch with life, to be in touch with whatever surrounding us and coming inside of us. That's all. But you may have other answers that you would like to share. But what? I take it from this calligraphy as that answer. So, Andre Benino, welcome. So now we go up to the next one. And what the Buddhist Sutra teach. Let's revise together the 16 breathing exercise. Here we go. I put here a summary of 7 subjects for full awareness as taught by our teacher. I am not inventing that. It is in the book, The Full Awareness of Breathing, Anapanasati Sutra. And the other one, you can find it in Transformation and Healing. Wonderful book. And in French, Marie-Joëlle brought to me tonight the book she just received. I got this one before, but I couldn't find it. La respiration essentielle. This is so wonderful. One of the best books about meditation based on the Buddhist teaching. So I invite you, if you read French, to acquire this book. Now for Kiel, before I go further, we are lucky. Thầy wrote a book explaining all the tale of Kiel under the angle of Buddhism. But it's not translated yet. I hope one day it will be. So amazing. He, I would say, the only one, the unique one who has done that. No one has ever explained the tale of Kiel under the Buddhist prism. So the 16 breathing exercise that I sent you by email for our new friend who do not have the email yet, just give me your email and I will send you that text, and I will also send you my notes so you can read if you forget. So following the breath in daily life, that is so important. Why is it so? In the 16 exercise, the first 2 exercises, the object of our awareness is the breath itself. Our mind is the subject, and our breath is the object. Our breath may be short, long, heavy, or light. Practicing our awareness this way, we see that our breathing affects our mind, and our mind affects our breathing. When you are nervous, do you see that you breathe with a bigger speed? Our mind and breath become one. We also see that breathing is an aspect of the body, because breath is the body, right? It's physiological. And that awareness of breathing is also awareness of the body. So then, the third exercise, the breath is connected with our whole body as you practice this evening, not just a part of it. Awareness of the breathing is at the same time awareness of our whole body. Our mind, breath, body are one. Just only 4 breathing exercises. Our body function begin to calm down. That is naturally. We don't force it, because as long as you regulate your breathing, it will be calming down. So calming the breath is accompanied by calming the body and the mind, because the 3 are one with the conscious breathing. Our mind, our breathing, and our body are calmed down equally. So here I wrote, breathing is an excellent tool for establishing calmness and evenness. And then the second goes on to the feeling. In order to develop joy and happiness and transform suffering. Our feelings are us. Every day we have painful feelings, and we need to learn how to look after them. So in the 6th exercise tonight, joy is transformed into peace and happiness, and we are fully aware of it. The 7th and the 8th one bring our attention to all feelings that arise. whether produced by the body or the mind. The mind function includes feeling and perception. So when we are aware of every bodily and every mental action, we are aware of every feeling. And the exercise go on calming the body and mind and make them peaceful. So at this point, we can perfectly and completely unify body, mind, feelings, and breath. Then we go to the third group of exercises. Now it has to do with the activities of our mind. So remember the first one, body, second one, feeling, and now activities of our mind. We have to deal with whatever mental formations are present. It could be joy, it could be sadness, it could be anxiety, it could be nervousness, it could be regret, remorse, whatever, manifesting. The exercise make our mind happy because it's easier for the mind to become focused when it is in a peaceful, happy state than when it is filled with sorrow and anxiety. So all mental formations that manifest in the present moment can become objects of our concentration. Our mind is often bound by the past or the future. And with clear observation, we can locate the knots that are binding us, and we can try to untie the rope that bind our mind. So mind cannot be separated from its object. Mind is consciousness, feeling, attachment, aversion, and so on. Consciousness must always be conscious of something. Feeling is always feeling something. Loving and hating are always loving and hating something. This something is the object of the mind. Mind cannot arise if there is no object. So, one thing to let go of your mind is to avoid the object. Sometimes the object could be someone that disturbs you. That is the object of your disturbing mind. So we can avoid the object. It's one way to give our mind a chance. So the breathing continues to shed light on everything changing impermanent nature of all that exists. And that is a characteristic of all Dharma, impermanent and no self. Things are changing continuously. Sentiment came and go. So the insight into impermanence opened the way for us to see, to deeply looking, and to know that nothing has a separate, independent self. So we recognize that the Dharma is always in the process of disintegrating, always changing. This way, we practice not to attach to whatever is changing. We have to practice to let go to give up all the burdens of our ignorance and grasping. And to be able to let go is to arrive at liberation. The 16 exercises are not difficult to understand. But to practice is another way, another difficult way. So let me see if I can go to the next one. So the next time I will present the deep looking. I will use the two stances, stanza 41 and stanza 48, taken from the book Understanding the Mind, written by Thầy in the Buddhist Mahayana teaching. We have 50 verses, and those 50 verses are condensed pure, telling us what we do to understand our mind. So practice deep looking. You should meditate on the nature of interdependence. Because the Patriarch wrote, that way can transform delusion into enlightenment. Samsara and suchness and nirvana are not two. They are one and the same, but we don't see it. So transformation takes place in our daily life. To make the work of transformation easy, the stanza 48 say that we should practice with the Sangha. So you should come here more often. And back. So next time I will explain the deep looking, the way of practice, and I conclude with the last slide. Be free where you are. Can we? We should. With our conscious breathing, we are master of ourselves. And we should be happy. Yeah? Okay. So I will stop sharing here.